All stories alleged. For gossip and entertainment only. Let's get started.
Hello, gossipers. So, I said I'm going to only speak about Diddy when something new and something that I feel you need to know comes out, because every other day it's a Diddy story. Well, this one involves Jay-Z, Beyonce, LeBron James, and Gloria Estefan. So we've never heard the Estefans, their name called, but this is a new accuser came forward. We're going to read the article from TMZ. It's a lengthy read, so relax, get your popcorn, get your wine, your water, your juice. If you're working out on the treadmill, anywhere that you are, get your wine or drink or whatever you need to relax and listen to this. But before we get started with the read, please like, share, subscribe. Let's grow our little channel so we can go to 1,000 subscribers. We can go live and where we can chat. Let's get into the read. A new Diddy accuser claims he was sexually and humiliated at a freak-off party in Miami. And he says Jay-Z, Beyonce, LeBron James, and Gloria Estefan saw him in a rough shape. Diddy's being sued for human trafficking by a Florida man named Manzaro Joseph, who claims Diddy humiliated him at an April 2015 birthday party for King Combs by stomping a penis to his face and parading him around. By strapping a penis face in. Okay. In the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, Manzaro claims he was drugged and transported to Star Island in Miami for the big party in April 2015. He said he was first dragged into the back entrance of Emilia and Gloria Estefan's mansion, where a panicked Gloria saw his drug-induced stupor and demanded someone call an ambulance. So he's saying that Gloria saw him and she was concerned. Okay. Manzaro claims Emilio quickly silenced Gloria and ushered her away into the crowd. And then he says he saw LeBron walking through a hallway in a bath towel. He says LeBron James looked at him and said, "Y'all better do something about that." In the docs, Manzaro claims ex-porn star Adria English then led him through a secret tunnel to Diddy's mansion, and he regained partial consciousness in a large party area where he noticed Jay-Z and Beyonce. OMG. So they're saying that the Estefans, they have a tunnel that leads from their house to Diddy's house. I'm in Florida and I've driven past Star Island before. Okay. Manzaro claims when Beyonce saw him, she asks, "What's this? What's this all about? Why is this half-naked white man with a cock mask standing here in front of me?" he says of Diddy's goon told Beyonce. Diddy wants him to see what we do to snitches. This is part of his punishment. Diddy's accuser claimed he was then forcibly paraded through multiple rooms filled with people who jeered and taunted him, and he says Diddy ordered him to be degraded, calling out, "He's gonna find out what we do to snitches tonight. Get him undressed." Whoa. Manzaro says he was stripped and then dressed in a small thong bikini bottom and a black leather mask with a rubber dam forcible inserted and zipped closed over his head. Ugh. He says a locking sex device was affixed to the mask, protruding from his mouth when Diddy and Andrea allegedly subjected him to degrading and non-consensual acts. He says later in the night he came across celebrity jeweler Jacob Arabo, who he said was visibly disturbed by his attire. He claims Jacob asked, "What's this? What's going on with this guy? Why is he standing here staring at me with a penis strapped to his face?" Manzaro claims Emilio again intervened and told Diddy's goon to get him out of Jacob's sight, and then Gloria again pleaded for an ambulance, with Emilio silencing her and shoving her away into the crowd. Wow, so, okay. Jay-Z, Beyonce, LeBron, Gloria, and Jacob are not being sued, so they're not being sued. Now, it is true Diddy threw a 17th birthday party for his son back in April 2015, and while Manzaro is referring to it as a freak-off, the alleged event he describes does not match what prosecutors have said in the federal indictment. They allege the freak-offs involved Diddy, a male sex worker, and another woman. By the way, one quick hole was found in Manzaro's story with a simple Google search. Okay, is that Jay-Z was in New York City on April 1st, 2015, the date of King's 17th birthday, for a speaking engagement about Tidal streaming services, which he had just purchased. Okay, so they're saying now that that Jay-Z wouldn't have been there because he was in New York City and not Miami. Manzaro is going after Diddy, Emilia, Audria, and Diddy's alleged drug mule Brandon Paul, among others. He's suing them for human trafficking and seeks damages. Sean Combs' legal team tells TMZ this complaint demonstrates the prevalent plaintiffs will travel to garner headlines in pursuit of a payday. No sane person reading this complaint could credit this story. Mr. Combs looks forward to having his day in court where these lies and the perverse motives of those who told them will be revealed. So, as you know, Diddy goes to court. I think they said it was May 5th, right? Next month. And hopefully, if they're doing jury searches, they can get people who can be fair. So what we're going to do now, we're going to read some of these updates from the celebrities that was mentioned in this article. And the first one we're going to start with is, let me see this. This is Emilio and Gloria Estefan. So this was at 11:45 a.m. this morning, and they said to the story, a rep for Emilio and Gloria Estefan tells TMZ Gloria and Emilia Estefan strongly deny the allegations made. The property in question was never a home where Gloria and Emilia resided, but it was rather a house they owned for family use. There was no parties thrown at the property between 2012 and 2019. We have all necessary documentation to support these facts and will provide it to the court. So they're saying that they never threw parties between 2012 and 2019. So how could this party go down? When did they say 2017? So they, are saying they have proof. So that was 11:45 a.m. At 12:06 p.m. afternoon, Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Sparrow, tells TMZ Mr. Carter wasn't in Florida at that time to witness this event. He was engaged in easily findable public activities that prove he was not at this event. This is more nonsense that erodes the trust in our justice system. Then at 3:43 p.m., Brian Bieber, attorney for Brandon Paul, tells TMZ. Oh, Brian Bieber, an attorney. I'm guessing no relation to Justin Bieber. Okay, so he's the attorney for Brandon Paul. That's Diddy's drug mule that they also busted at the airport when Diddy went to, I guess, fly him out on his private jet. It's something to that effect. And the attorney says, is this an April Fool's Day joke? If someone seriously filed this lawsuit, the allegations against Brendan are 100% false and literally impossible to have occurred. Brandon was still in high school in Ohio at the time. Ohio at the time, having never even set foot in West Palm Beach in his life. It's unfortunate that anyone who pays the filing fee and gets direction to the courthouse can file a frivolous lawsuit. We will be seeking an immediate dismissal of the case and appropriate sanctions. So he was in high school at the time. I mean, I would like to, let's read the last update. So at 3:48 p.m., this is a spokesperson for LeBron James. And they tell TMZ, this is demonstratively false and doesn't even merit a report or response. A basic internet search shows what LeBron was doing all of April 2015. He was playing basketball for the Cleveland Cavaliers and never in Miami. So, with all these statements coming out from Gloria and Jay-Z and, who else? Gloria. Yeah, I said Gloria before. This person who's coming forward now, what its name? Let's see his name again. He's going to have to show something. And this is Manzaro Joseph. Now, I don't see a picture with him. I don't know if he has a picture. But according to him, Beyonce said, who's this white guy? So I'm guessing he's white or probably Italian. Who knows? Because they consider themselves white Italians. But yes, this is another lawsuit that's going around now, that's making the rounds on social media, going viral. And, I thought I'll bring it to you. Now you have people like Emilia and Gloria Estefan. But right now, their situation is not that they joined in the freak-offs or they were at the freak-offs. Because like he said twice, Gloria wanted to call the ambulance the way he looked. And Emilia basically tell her, leave it alone. It's like when you see something, you don't want to say anything. Because you don't want to get involved, get mixed up in that drama. And probably that's what Emilia was going for. Like, leave it alone. Let them go through the tunnel, get to Diddy, and let's leave it alone because we don't want to get involved. But everyone who puts the statement out basically is saying they have proof that they weren't there. And I think earlier I said 2017, but it's 2015. So if I said 2017 earlier, then it's 2015. But yes, we just have to wait and see where this goes because, like I said, they're mentioning new people now. And again, they said that he's not suing them all. But yes, gossipers, so what are your thoughts about this new, what do you call him now? This new accuser coming forward, stating that for, who was it, King Combs, for his birthday, Diddy made him wear a mask and put, a penis thing on his face and everything like that. So this was April of 2015 when this happened, and they said that they went through the entrance of Gloria and Amelia's mansion, and I guess that entrance took them down into a tunnel that led into Diddy's house. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. I'm sure people are investigating. They're gonna find holes and pokes and everything in this story. But other than that, gossipers, what are your thoughts on this latest Diddy story? As always, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching and listening. Thank you, gossipers.